My name is Marie Ascona, and I am an administrative assistant, and I live in Irving, and I've been in the Get You in Shape boot camp since June. Before I started the Get You in Shape boot camp, I was really not in a good place, both physically and mentally. I was about twice the weight I should be, and a lot of times the highlight of my day, unfortunately, was coming home from work and watching a show I had recorded while eating ice cream. So that wasn't good. And I would do it really quickly before my husband got home and saw me. I didn't want anyone to see me do it. Tried a ton of different weight loss programs, and even though some of them worked, it was usually always a short-term fix, and I usually gained the weight back plus some. So that was not really good. And honestly, I started to think that I would never lose this weight, and that I would always have to just get used to the feeling of feeling embarrassed and missing out on things because of my weight, and just, feeling bad about myself. I turned 50 this year, and that really woke me up and made me decide I really need to take a serious look at my weight issue. I have been avoiding mirrors and cameras and so forth, just because I didn't like what I would see, and actually I really think I was in denial about how overweight I was. But doctors had told me that if I didn't lose this weight very soon, I would become diabetic, and also I had a high risk for heart disease and stroke, which those things already run in my family. So I decided I really needed to do something now. The night before I joined the Get You in Shape boot camp, I was really terrified, and actually I was kind of having a little bit of panic attacks, but my husband, who's really supportive, encouraged me to go ahead and go anyway, so I did. And I was glad I did. But I was pretty terrified, of several things. I was embarrassed about how I was going to look when I was exercising and so forth. And then we did some running, which I never have been good at that, and haven't done that since probably junior high. So that was really hard for me. And I think one of the instructors noticed I was having a hard time. So they came up to me and said, how's it going? I said, I thought I wanted to cry because I felt like I was probably going to have to quit because I just couldn't run. And she explained to me how I could just go at my own rate. I didn't have to worry about what other people were doing, just do the best I can. And then she guaranteed me that I would definitely get better. And it worked. It was true. And the other day I ran a mile without stopping, which is a darn miracle for me. So that was pretty great. It's important tools that I think have helped me from the Get You in Shape program is the sense of accountability. If you don't show up, people notice. And it's hard to explain why you're not there. So it's just easier to show up. I'm not very disciplined, and it's very hard for me to exercise on my own. So this really works well for me to have a structured setting that's scheduled. I know the days and I know the times that I'm going to go, and that helps me to develop a habit that will make me more successful, because it becomes not a decision but yet a habit that I do. Another tool that I really like about the boot camp is the weigh-ins, because although it's sometimes not so fun, it actually helps me to say, okay, I know a weigh-in's coming up, I'm going to be measured, I really need to stay on track, because if I don't, I'm not going to get that number I'd like. I've also tried their 24-day plan, which I had really great results from. I lost 15 pounds that month I did it. And what really, though, helped me from that plan was having a structured meal planning, where I didn't have to think about what I was going to eat. I knew what I was going to eat, when I was going to eat it, which made it easier, but then also it made me think more about what I was actually eating and not eat out of habit, which I realized later that's what I did. I ate out of habit. And so it gave me a whole different outlook toward what I ate and what I put in my mouth, and the consequences of what I put in my mouth. I enjoy the contests because they give you good incentive, to do better. And actually, at one contest, I was second up for the biggest loser percentage weight loss. That was really cool. And I also really enjoy the emails. We get these emails regularly. They give you tips, they give you information, they give you motivational videos, ideas on meal planning, all kinds of things that help you to become overall healthy, not just physically, but also mentally. And, nutrition also. So I really appreciate that, because that's really, I've learned that it is an overall change in attitude and in a lifestyle. And the support that I get regularly from those emails is really helpful. And it's not like other exercise plans or even diet programs where you go and you leave and that's it. You have that 1 hour there and then you're on your own until the next time you go there. This Get You in Shape is nothing like that. You're constantly given support. You're constantly told to reach out, ask questions. If anything you don't understand, please contact them, because they really want to help you get in shape and do the best you can. Since I joined Get You in Shape in June, which was like 6 months ago, I have lost 45 pounds and have lost 44 inches. I've gone down 2 dress sizes, and that's really been fun and great, and actually kind of a little scary, that I've been able to do that in such a short amount of time, which is something I've tried to do for years and couldn't do. So now I've got the worry, instead of worrying about clothes being too tight, now I've got the worry about they're too darn loose, and should I buy more because I'm going to lose more. So that's a really good problem to have. One of the most surprising things that has happened to me since I joined the boot camp was it was not what I thought it would be. I thought it would be the weight loss, but actually what's been more exciting and fulfilling is my attitude, my new attitude about me. I'm really starting to feel good about me, which it's been a long time since I have felt that way. And it's always been hard for me to take compliments, because I really didn't think I was that person that they would give compliments for. And so I would think, I would be fearful, because I'm afraid they're going to realize that I'm a fake, that I'm not that person. I just saw myself as basically a loser in a lot of areas. But I used to look at people and think, gosh, I wish I was like them, more athletic, thinner, and so forth, and kind of wish that I could be thinner and all this. But now I have a different attitude. Now it's, what? I can be that person. And I can even be better than that person. I can be better than I ever thought I could be. I can even maybe, actually, someone was talking to me the other day like I was athletic, which totally shocked me, because I would have never applied that term to myself. But I'm learning now to start applying those terms, that I can be that person, and that's the most fulfilling part of this boot camp. The weight loss has been awesome, but feeling good about me has been the biggest gift that I've received. This past Thanksgiving, we were giving thanks for what we were thankful for before the dinner, and my son gave thanks for his mom. I was so much more confident now. And that made me feel so good that he even had noticed that they've noticed a change in me. And then I would hear now and then that my husband was going around and bragging on me. And that was really, really neat. And it's when your family's proud of you, it really doesn't get better than that.